Greetings. Welcome to lecture 11 on stub matching. Outcome: after completion of the lecture, you will be able to explain stub matching. When ZR is equal to Z0, no reflections from the load towards the generator. When ZR is not equal to Z0, reflections are present, and this situation is called impedance mismatch. Impedance Z in terms of resistance and reactance. Admittance is equal to 1 by Z in terms of conductance and susceptance. The input impedance of a lossless line is given by the formula 0.1, and the input impedance of short circuited lossless line is given by the formula 0.2. Next, reflection coefficient and standing wave ratio. Reflection coefficient K is equal to ZR minus Z0 by ZR plus Z0. K is a complex quantity with magnitude and phase, and the range is from -1 to +1. VSWR is equal to 1 plus mod K by 1 minus mod K. The range of VSWR is from 1 to infinity. Now we discuss stub matching. Stub: a section of transmission line having small length. Stub matching: a stub is used as a matched section by inserting them between the load and the source. A stub may be short circuited or open circuited at its open end. However, short circuited stub is preferred because practically it is easier to achieve a reliable perfect short circuit rather than a perfect open circuit. Types of stub matching: single stub matching and double stub matching. In single stub matching, a single stub is attached between the source and the load. In double stub matching, two stubs are attached. Now we discuss single stub matching. Consider a transmission line with characteristic impedance Z0. A short circuited stub is attached to the line is as shown in figure. The stub should be located at the point where there is no reflection, that is on constant R equal to 1 circle. At the point of attachment, the sum of line susceptance and stub susceptance must be equal to 0. The characteristic impedance of transmission line and stub must be equal. Now we derive the location of short circuited single stub. We start with the input impedance of a lossless line is given by equation number 1. Converting impedance into admittance, we get equation number 2. Writing equation number 2 in terms of admittance, we get equation number 3, and rearranging 3, we get equation number 4, that is admittance capital Y in, that is equal to 1 by Z in terms of conductance and susceptance. Normalizing the admittance by Y0 in equation 4, we get the normalized admittance small y in is equal to capital Y in by capital Y0 in terms of normalized conductance and normalized susceptance given by equation number 5. Multiply the complex conjugate of denominator of equation 5, we get equation 5a. Simplifying equation 5a, we get equation number 6. And here this particular point is important in deriving the location of the stub. The point is the stub should be located at the point where there is no reflection. That is, stub is to be located on constant or equal to 1 circle moving from the load towards the generator. Based on this point, at L equal to Ls, real part of small yin is equal to 1. That is, the real part of equation number 6 is equal to 1 given by equation number 7. Now simplify equation 7. We get the location of the stub, that is represented by Ls equal to 1 by beta tan inverse root of Zr by Z0 given by equation number 9. The location of the stub in terms of reflection coefficient is given by equation number 10, that is Ls is equal to lambda by 4 pi in bracket theta plus pi minus cos inverse mod k. And here the terms in the bracket should be in terms of radians. Here pi is a constant. Now we derive the length of the short circuited single stub. Normalized susceptance of the line at the point of attachment from equation 6 is given by equation 11. And this is the imaginary part of equation number 6. Substituting equation 9 and replacing small yr is equal to capital YR by capital Y0 in equation 11, the line susceptance is given by Bs is equal to root of Y0 by Yr multiplied by Y0 minus Yr given by equation number 12. Here we are using a short circuited stub. That is why we are dealing with the input impedance of short circuited line. The input impedance of a short circuited line is given by the recap equation 0.2, and converting the impedance into admittance we get 0.2a. From the above equation, the susceptance of the short circuited stub is given by equation number 13, that is Bs of stub is equal to minus Y0 cot beta Lt. At the point of attachment, the sum of line susceptance and stub susceptance must be 0. That is, the sum of the equations 12 and 13 must be equal to 0, represented by 14. And in this equation, by determining the value of Lt, we get the simplification equations 15, 16, 17 and 18. Here the value of Lt, that is the length of the stub, equal to 1 by beta tan inverse root of Zr Z0 by Zr minus Z0. And also the length of the stub Lt in terms of the reflection coefficient is given by Lt is equal to lambda by 2 pi tan inverse in bracket root of 1 minus mod k square by 2 mod k. Summary. Here it is a transmission line with a short circuited stub located at a distance of Ls. It is having the length Lt. Ls, Ld in terms of the load impedance and characteristic impedance. Ls, Ld in terms of the reflection coefficient and its angle. And these two formulas are useful in solving problems. Exercise 1. Derive the location and length of a short circuited single stub. Exercise 2. A single stub is to match a 400 ohm line to a load of 200 minus J 100 ohm. The wavelength is 3.0 meters. Determine the location and length of short circuited stub. Dear students, follow the solution procedure. LS value is 1.34 meters and LD is equal to 0.34 meters. Exercise 3. A single stub is to match a 300 ohm line of a load of 200 minus J 100 ohm. The wavelength is 2.0 meters. Determine the location and length of short circuited stub. Follow the procedure of the above problem to determine the LS LD values. In the next lecture, we discuss stub matching using Smith chart. Thank you.